Hey there, teacher friend. Did you know that students can lose almost a year of educational growth simply because they are bored? According to John Hattie's effectiveness study, it's sad but true. I know that some people roll their eyes at the idea of having to edutain their students, but the bottom line is if we can pull them in and engage them, their skills and abilities will improve. In this edition of 5 Good Things for Teachers, I've gathered a bunch of resources that will help you bypass boredom and go straight to engaged instruction. In this edition, you'll find March Trivia Brain Breaks, March Madness and Basketball Inspired First Chapter Friday playlists, March Book Madness, Read Across America Day resources, and author visits. Sound like a good plan? I agree. Let's dive in. Good thing number one, March Trivia Brain Breaks. Usually, I believe in collaboration over competition, but nothing pulls in a middle schooler like a competitive challenge. One of my favorite ways to engage my students is through these fun trivia brain break quizzes. The ones I've listed below are timely and relevant to March's holidays and current events. They're also a sneaky way to get your students to read 300 plus words while building background knowledge. Winning all the way around. To see the full playlist of my brain breaks, you can click the link in the video description box. Personally, I like to have students work in teams that I keep together for an entire quarter or maybe like for a whole unit. Every time we do a trivia brain break, we record their scores on a leaderboard. In the video description box, I'm going to put a link to the visual version of this email so that you can see the leaderboard I've created for you, and you'll even be able to download a free copy. Even students who don't love class content get sucked into the competitive energy of this repeating challenge. Bonus, you can use the game and brain breaks as a motivator to get through class content. I frequently told my students, if we can just finish our work for chapter 7 with quality, or if we can get 12 students to offer up opinions in this discussion, or after we fill in the blank, then we can do another trivia brain break. Hopefully, you're able to find similar success with these activities. I'm currently up to 37 different trivia quizzes and adding more all the time. If you have a request for a topic, holiday theme, just hit reply and let me know. The ones I've lined up for you in March are Iditarod Trivia. The race already started on Sunday, March 3rd. St. Patrick's Day Trivia, which is Sunday, March 17th. You could also use the green or orange trivia videos during St. Patrick's Day. And March Madness Trivia, I'll have that linked. All of them, both the videos and the answer sheets and the packs and bundles that they come in, if you really want to dive into this strategy and get a deal. All right, good thing number two, we're going to continue on with the whole March Madness thing. And I have some First Chapter Friday playlists that I think will be great for your classroom. Tapping into personal interests is another way to engage those hard to reach students. And nothing makes a bigger splash in the spring than the NCAA March Madness basketball tournament. Hook some reluctant sports obsessed readers with these incredible titles in the basketball themed First Chapter Friday playlist. Last Shot by John Feinstein, Nikki on the Line by Barbara Carroll Roberts, Crossover by Kwame Alexander, Dragon Hoops, and Free Throws, Friendship, and Other Things We Followed Up by Jen Bishop. Now, the amazing thing about this playlist is that literally there is every kind of book for every kind of reader. There is a novel in verse, there is a graphic novel, there are 3 prose novels, there are male and female main characters, there is a mystery, there is championships, there is March Madness in a couple of the books. Like, seriously, these are some of my favorite books I've ever read, and I know that your students are going to love them too. So definitely add them to your First Chapter Friday lineup. So you could either post the playlist and let students choose, or you could do one a week for the whole month. Good thing number 3 is March Book Madness. March Book Madness is run by Tony and Scott, 2 teachers from Ohio. And even though they probably cheer for Ohio State and I cheer for the Badgers, I love this resource too much not to share it with you. It's an online bracket style tournament that matches books in one on one games. It matches up all the buzz and excitement of the basketball tournament with reading. A perfect duo, if you ask me. The games will be decided by a simple vote on a Google form, and you can have students vote individually or you can have a class vote. After each round of voting, the bracket will be updated and the next round of voting will begin. PDF files of each bracket are also available in case you want to skip the online portion and just run the brackets in your classroom. But it's kind of fun to participate online and see all the schools worldwide that are playing along. In the video description box, I'll have links to both the middle grade bracket and the young adult bracket, and also an opportunity to see past champions aka great reading recommendations. If you do choose to participate, you can use the below First Chapter Friday videos. I don't have videos for every book in the bracket this year, but I do have a good handful of them, including Lifeboat 12, Crossover, Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus, A Night Divided, Restart, Out of My Mind, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, A Work in Progress, and A First Time for Everything. All right, next up, good thing number 4 is Read Across America Day/week. This week is Read Across America Week. It might be too late to plan activities for this year, but I've seen some amazing ideas and I want to pass them along anyway. Maybe you can tuck these away for next year or use them in a spring literacy week at your school, or maybe even for summer school. My son's elementary school is using the Below Days and Dress Up Day themes and reading prompts to inspire a week full of fun literacy activities. On Monday, their theme is Books Take You Places. Read a book about a place you want to visit and wear a shirt from a place you already have visited. Tuesday is Team Up and Read. Read a book about an athlete or a team and wear your favorite team's colors. Wednesday, Books That Tickle Your Funny Bone. Read a funny story and wear a silly outfit. Thursday, Hats Off to Books. Share your favorite book with a friend and wear your favorite hat. And Friday, Cozy Up with a good book. Read a good book in your cozy pajamas or other comfy clothes. Another idea comes to us from the Week Junior. This magazine is a staple in my house. It is awesome and informative, and it covers everything from current events to pop culture, from domestic topics to international, from arts and photography to sports. Both my kids and I love reading it. This week, the magazine featured an article and infograph showcasing a book that takes place in every state in the United States. Connecting literature to kids directly through geographic location and home state pride is an excellent hook. I know my ears perk up anytime something Wisconsin comes across my radar. This above image came from their Instagram feed. If you want to learn more about the magazine, click here. It would be an excellent addition to your classroom. Side note, I do not earn any affiliate income from the Week Junior. I just really, really like them, and so sometimes we'll share about them. And finally, good thing number 5, author visits. Earlier this week, I had the pleasure of spending the day visiting a school in San Antonio, Texas. I haven't had the chance to do many of these since the world changed and COVID, but it was a true joy to be back in the classroom as an author, sharing my love of words with students. With the 4th graders, I talked about the 7 pieces of the storytelling puzzle and explained how I construct my stories and what being an author really looks like. With 5th and 6th graders, I did an interactive workshop called Stories That Pop, and we worked together to write a short story, focusing for a bit on each of the major story elements and how writers can make the most of them. In another interactive workshop, I challenged 7th and 8th graders to eliminate snooze words from their writing, and boy, did they deliver. If you're interested in having me come to your school to fire up your readers and writers, or to energize and inspire your staff with new ideas, I'd love to plan something amazing with you. In a Google Doc link below, you can see my current presentation list and pricing to jumpstart your ideas. Then hit reply and we can get a conversation started. My April is already pretty full, but I have room yet this May and June, and it's also not too early to start talking about next year. Alrighty, that's it for this edition of 5 Good Things for Teachers. I hope you found some real boredom busters in the lineup and that you have a great rest of your week and an even better weekend. All my best. Happy teaching, Amanda. Thanks so much for visiting my channel, Learning with the Word Nerd, and this great episode of 5 Good Things for Teachers. I hope you'll subscribe, like this video, and come back again next time. If you've got any questions, leave them for me in the comments below. Finally, before you head out, if you want to say thanks for this great content, I'd love a virtual cup of coffee to fuel even more great creations. See you again next time. Happy teaching.